Hey guys, Savagecrom here, and welcome to It's My Life, Episode 2, Worst Dream. And this idea has been suggested to me by the Tedward01. He's a good friend of mine, and I was just talking to him, like asking him what he'd like to hear, and he said, worst dream. So before I get into the story, this is the gameplay I have, which is a plus 40 kill ACR gameplay on Dome. There's a few good bits in this, like Reapers, a Pavlo, and stuff like that. So I'm playing with Zodiac for the win. Zodiac VG is his game tag, by the way. So if you're interested, add us on Xbox Live. Our gamer tags will be in the description. But without further ado, let's get into the story. So when I was thinking of doing the worst dream, at first I was thinking of bad dreams, like scary things, like. That's automatically what you think if you think of your worst dream. But then I thought, like, it's not necessarily like scary as in like appearance, like looking. It's just kind of taking something I enjoy and kind of like twisting it a bit. Basically, I'm going to start this off by saying I've always wanted to go skydiving. I don't know why. It's one of those things that I've wanted to do. I'm not an adrenaline junkie or anything like that. I've always wanted to do something like that because I feel like it'd be a good experience and it'd be really fun, and not many people it's not something like you do every day basically. So I started off the dream by basically being in my house, being all normal, and then I was almost like transported to like another. I won't say world, like somewhere else. Now, I didn't know where I was. I didn't know, where my family was or anything. Because at the time I was like sitting down in my. This is in the dream, by the way. I'm not actually transported in real life. Anyway, yeah. So I didn't know where anybody was. I was just by myself in this room. There was like machinery all around me. So I felt like I needed to kind of like look around. So I was walking around, and I saw this like big like centerpiece, if you will. It's like a dome, like this bit. Coincidence, we're playing on Dome. It was like a dome, like in the middle of Dome, like that, but on a smaller scale. And there was like screens all around it, and there were like videos of people or like live like feeds of people. I didn't know exactly what was going on. So I crowding around the screen, and so I went over there and I was like, oh, what's happening? And basically they said that they were watching people doing skydiving, and so I assumed there's like tons of different things like on different screens. And like skydiving is just one of them. So I thought, oh, I've always wanted to go skydiving. Maybe I could have a go. So I said, what is there any? Because it was a dream, what's the worst that could happen? So the first thing I did was go to the centerpiece and like ask the like people around there. I was like, oh, could I have a go at skydiving, please? So first of all, they said, okay, we need to get you suited up. Go over there. And you'll get like a suit put on you and all your safety gear and everything, and then we'll go on to step 2. So I did all that, and then they said, okay, stand on this little pod, please. So I stood on it, and I got transported into this plane. Now, if any of you know, like basically, if you've watched people go skydiving or things like that, you'll know that you start off having all the like talks that you're going to be fine and things like that, and then they say, okay, right, I want to need you to jump, and you're going to jump either with an instructor or if you're like. You've experienced, you're gonna go by yourself. So they were like, okay, right, I'm gonna count down from 3 to 1, and on number 1, I want you to, go and jump, basically. So I was like, okay, right, this is gonna be good. So I looked down out of the plane before I jumped. I could see there was a big dome in the middle, and I was like, ooh, that looks like the one, which is the centerpiece, and basically there was a hole in it, and they were like, okay, you're aiming for that hole. Basically you need to fall down, fly, and then when you go through that hole there's going to be a soft landing for you. When you get into that soft landing, you're going to bounce off, and you're going to be fine. So the instructor counted down and we were off. Now, first thing you want to know about skydiving is don't do it when you're in a dream, okay? Something bad's always going to happen, because in a dream, you can dream about flying and things like that, and it can be awesome. Skydiving's not so fun. So let me tell you what I mean. So I was falling down, I was skydiving down, trying to get into this hole, and everything was going well, I was lined up right, they said I was doing really well, and then suddenly someone hit me like that, really hard, and I was like, what was that? There was a bird hit me, and I went off course, and just as I was going to go through the middle of the hole, I went off course, and I hit the side. I don't know why, because it was a dream, but I felt the worst pain in my side, because I hit on the side. I went down the side of the dome thing and just landed on the floor. Now I thought, this can't get any worse, I'm hurting in a dream for some reason, it's really painful, and I'm at the bottom I'm in the middle of nowhere next to a dome, and no one's here to help me. So I see this thing come up and it says, Ethan, you failed, and I'm like, what is this? And then I see my own dad in the corner laughing at me like, ha 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 ha, you failed. And I'm just like, this is the worst thing ever. So I get teleported back. For some reason, I haven't got any broken bones or anything, even though it felt like I couldn't move at all. But I was perfectly fine. And then I saw my dad, and I was watching the screen, and he was doing exactly the same thing as I did. And I was watching him go on to the, from the plane and jumping down. And he did it without any problems. No birds hit him. He fell into the dome, bounced from the secure thing at the bottom, and just got teleported back. Now I was thinking, okay, if you're gonna show off like that, I've got to do it again. I've got to do it much better this time. So this time, I went down again, and I could see that there was birds flying past. So I thought, okay, this time I jump, I've got to be careful. So he said 3, 2, 1 again, and I jumped. Now I saw the birds. I dodged them like I would anyway. So I was there, right about to go in the middle of the dome, and I just felt a tug on my back, and I was like, what was that? And I turned around, sort of in midair, like in slow motion, really cool, and it was my dad holding on to my back, and he took all my safety gear off, and he put on a parachute, and he floated to safety, and then he got teleported back. I don't know why he did this, because he was my dad, but oh well. I fell onto the safety bit, which you're supposed to do, and bounced off, but because I didn't have any safety gear, I just hit the floor. For some reason, I just hit the safety thing, and basically, they didn't teleport me back. So, I was just kind of stuck there, couldn't move, and I woke up, and I thought I woke up, and I couldn't see anything. It was really dark in my room and things like that, and I was finding it hard to breathe, so I turned the light on, and there was my dad, and he was holding this device type thing, and he pressed it. We both got teleported back into the room, and he said, let's do it again. And he took me up there, and he pushed me out the plane, and we were falling through down going into the hole, and just when we got to the hole, he pushed me to the left. I fell down the side like I did the first time. He fell through, he bounced out, he went ha ha and laughed at me again for some strange reason, and I was just there kind of on the floor, and I couldn't see what I was doing. All my eyes were hazy. I couldn't feel any part of my body whatsoever, and that wasn't really the best experience. I woke up after that, and yeah, everything was I couldn't really, do you know when you have dreams, you can't really exactly remember what happens sometimes until I don't know, I couldn't really remember what was happening, and I was kind of scared because my dad isn't usually that mean to me, and I'm just well, I might need help. I mean, dreams like that, you usually have dreams about things when you have talked about it or done something previous that day or the day before. What's maybe you've dreamt about flying, and the day before you dreamt about you've talked about birds and how great it could be if you could fly and stuff like that. Sometimes though, if you're talking about scary things like a horror story or a horror movie or something like that, you go to sleep like I do, and you dream things about mass murderers and people kidnapping you and then chloroforming you, and then, yeah, other things like that. I'm not going to go into detail. But anyway, thanks for listening to my worst dream. I think this is a pretty good idea by my friend, the Tedward01, I think it is. I'll try to put his game tag in the description. He hasn't got any videos up, but if you subscribe, he might put some up, so do that. Please leave in the comments and on Imperium Theatre and on my channel what you want to hear next. But as always, guys, like a favorite video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Imperium Theatre if you haven't already, and just watch my videos, please. So anyway, guys, hope you like the gameplay, hope you like the story. This really fun gameplay for me. I'm playing with Jake. You know, it's quite fun to like play. I know we had another person in there. I don't know if he was a subscriber or just a fan of the channel, but he's called Uploaded Skills. You might see his gamer tag. I think he got a Reaper in this or something, or a Pavlo or something like that. But anyway, yeah, just watch the video on my channel, watch it on Imperium Theatre, and just in general, just kind of support my channel. I know that I might not make the best videos in the world, but they do a pretty good job. So anyway, guys, as I said before, this is getting too long now, but as I said before, like the video, subscribe, and peace out.